Hello and welcome to the 8th round of the Virtual V8 Supercars 2012 Championship. These are the Division 1 highlights, and the pole position was taken by William Levesque, the winner of the last two races of the championship at Oran Park and Simmons Plains. And as he sets off on his formation lap, he lines up alongside Danny Asbury for ATR Nocturne. Third place was Kevin Brent, the pole position man at Simmons Plains. Fourth place is Eric Strani. Fifth place, and with a big lead in the championship, is Jesper Torborg, but he's under threat of that lead being eroded here today if he can't move through the field. Sixth place is Francisco VR. Seventh place is Gary Lennon. Eighth place, Eric Tveit. Ninth place, Marco Felix. And rounding out the top 10, another top 10 for Ross McGregor. William Levesque is second in the championship, but he needs to win here and hope Torborg doesn't do any better than a podium, really, to have realistic hope of taking the title down to the wire. And down towards the first corner they come. Levesque off to a good start there, looking back over the game pod wing at Eric Strani. Strani with a good start there, up into second position from fourth on the grid. Brent has dropped back into, looks like seventh place to me. Not a good start for him. Sixth place it is, because here is now Tveit go down the inside, and now it will be, no it's not, yes it is, seventh place for Kevin Brent. So we go up the hill, Tveit has the inside, up over the bridge. There is no way around the outside of that particular corner, and Brent slots in behind Eric Tveit. Levesque leads, end of lap one. There is Strani, there's Asbury, VR's up there as well, Torborg stalking. Davar's not had a great qualifying, so he'd have to move his way through. On board with Jonathan Ockercliffe now as Ortiz goes down the inside. He's a teammate in the Optima Motorsport umbrella team. And now Ockercliffe is going to get the run off the corner. It's Sweden versus Colombia, and Sweden is winning out at the moment. Ortiz goes deep, he's holding the inside, just trying to squeeze Ockercliffe to the outside of the track and use that room. And Ortiz is through. Ortiz was through, yeah, he's through. Just about to get out of shape on the exit of turn 2 there. This laser scan track is extremely tricky, and Andy Johns is pursuing Rob Musgrove. Andy Johns down the inside at turn 4, heads up the hill at turn 5, and that's position taken from Rob Musgrove. Back further up the field in the mid-pack, it's Bruno Salsa-Ferreira, and he's hit. He has hit Hugo Gomez. Gomez is stuck in the gravel. Palmer has hit Ferreira as a result as well, and Ferreira is struggling to get going once again. There goes Gomez, and there goes Ferreira also. All his own making, I'm afraid, that one. And I think actually saved Palmer as well. Palmer looked like he was going to go straight off the track if Ferreira hadn't have been there. So I think that saved him. Now Torborg's have been passed by Eric Tveit. Torborg passed by Eric Tveit. That is not a good championship scenario there for Jesper Torborg. Now here's Evan Navarro and Andy Johns. Andy Johns trying to make his way through the field. Oh, a tap there from Andy Johns on Evan Navarro. Alcaclin's tapped the back of Johns also. Navarro gets back going once again. Gomez has gone through. Navarro's lost 4 positions. He heads back onto the track. So Andy Johns involved in the thick of it here. On board with the left front wheel of Marco Felix as he's tracking Kevin Brent. We've seen these two have battles all throughout the season, up and down the field, usually inside the top 10, and Felix is trying to nose his way past. Both of them giving each other plenty of room. Into turn 4 now, Felix just about got the car stopped on the bumps there. Up turn 5, up the hill, and it's a carbon copy manoeuvre up the hill. And as Brent did on the opening lap, as Tveit did on the opening lap, sorry, on Brent. Now Johns still involved in the thick action. There's Ferreira going off the track again at that same corner. Gomez trying to go around the outside of Andy Johns. Now he has the inside for turn 3, and that should be an easy pass, although Johns is trying to argue the points. But Gomez is through. At 30 to 58. Oh, Gary Lennon is sliding off the track into the gravel. Gets going once again. But that's a... Oh! He did get going, but he's caught the edge of the tyre wall as he was trying to recover back onto the track, trying to stay out of the gravel. Oh, and a bad situation has been made much, much worse. This turn 1, of course, is very, very, very dangerous, as we are on board with McGregor following Kevin Brent, and Brent's getting out of shape there into turn 1 also. Now McGregor trying to get the run. Brent is holding the inside. But Brent's, I think, is just letting him go through. Realises he doesn't have the pace at the moment. Dropping back through the field is unusual for Kevin Brent. Usually moves forward rather than back. Now we're on board with Yunt. He's got his teammate Adrian Holm up ahead, who's on the grass and has done very, very well. Oh, I'm going to say done very, very well to hold that, but no, he's spun it around, and Dave has followed him through also. So contrasting fortunes there for the teammates of Ninja Racing. Lap 19 of 58. Number 10 there is Kevin Enderman. He's a lap down in these guys. VR, Tveit and Torborg in a battle, and Torborg going down the inside of Eric Tveit. And can he get the move done? He can. He just has to squeeze up the inside up here. There's nowhere on the outside, as we were speaking about earlier. Tveit making sure he was as close to Torborg as possible. At 20 of 58 now into turn 1. Kevin Brent. Oh, Kevin Brent is coming towards the camera. Oh, Kevin Brent. That's the end of Kevin Brent's race. He has absolutely mullered that tyre wall down at turn 1. At turn 1 and 2 once again. Here we are. It's VR and Torborg. Torborg just about scraped across the front, the back, sorry, of VR's car there and put the move on Francisco VR. That's a good move indeed, because we all know how difficult it is to get past the Portuguese driver. At 24 of 58. Jonathan Ockerclint on a different strategy to Ross McGregor. There's 1 stops and 2 stops happening here. And McGregor's gone through on Ockerclint. McGregor on that 2-stop strategy. Ockerclint on that 1. You can see actually from his tyres how badly worn out they are. Now here is Strani. He's under great pressure here from Jesper Torborg, who's got James Johnson in behind him, who is a lap down of these guys, but on a 2-stop strategy himself, which means he has much fresher tyres. Look at Strani's car moving around. It really is on the absolute edge of adhesion, and he can't hold on any longer. Past him goes Torborg. Past him follows him as well James Johnson. Torborg able to make his tyres last once again much longer than the other drivers, and off the track goes VR. Off the track goes VR. Through goes David Yunt. We're seeing how difficult that turn 1 is as the race progresses. Asbury and Defray now. Asbury also in a 2-stop strategy. He qualified in the front row, of course, remember, and trying to work his way through the traffic. This is costing him precious time, of course. But he's through on Defray, and so is Ockerclint, so is Lee Palmer. Bit of contact in the back there. Lee Palmer a couple laps down, I think, but trying to stay out the way of all the action. Now here is Felix down the inside of Ockerclint. Again, it's a 2-stop versus 1-stop here. Ockerclint being rounded up by the guys with fresher tyres, but it may come back to reward him later in the race, of course. With that 1-stop strategy, it should be a faster strategy. Down the inside goes Felix on Defray. Again, 2 stops versus 1. Much fresher tyres bearing out here. Gomez and Felix now, the 2 teammates. There should be plenty of room given here between these 2. Both of them racing for Open Racing. Open Racing Motorsports, Marco Felix, the painter of these cars and the number 1 driver. Plenty of talent there in Marco Felix. Now here is Francisco Villa. Oh, just touching the grass. On the exit of turn 1 there. Oh! We're on board with Yunt, and there is Asbury saying a nice hello. And poor David Yunt is stuck at the gravel, has to rejoin. Oh, David. Punted off the track there, but Danny Asbury. And Danny did receive a penalty after the race as a result of that. On board now with Tveit. He's fighting with McGregor. McGregor has made a mistake. Tveit has gone straight through. Tveit has been showing much greater maturity in the last couple of races. It's paying off here. 49 of 58 now. Holm and Yunt. Yunt is back in behind his teammate after that punt from Danny Asbury. He's got the inside run off the corner here, and Holm was just letting his teammate go through. Big black clouds there in the distance. Enderman and Defray, both of them just been lapped by Jesper Torborg. Yes, he has, and down the inside goes Enderman on Defray. Thank you very much. Defray doesn't like it. Oh, squeezes him off to the edge of the track on the exit. And De Vrij shows Enderman exactly what he thinks of it. Enderman dives back down the inside. More contact between these two. Enderman's favourite track. And I don't think Nicky De Vrij is his favourite driver right now. Forceful moves from both of them there. 3 forceful moves. Ending up with Enderman ahead of De Vrij. Now here's McGregor on Holm. Holm was dropping back here. McGregor just trying to get the overlap on the exit. Oh! There's Ivan Navarro. Ivan Navarro didn't know where to go, and Holm has been held up. Ivan Navarro was letting Tveit go past. Saw 2 other drivers approach, tried to go the outside. Poor Holm was caught right in between it. Oh, Tveit! Very sideways. Very sideways. He's going to hit the barrier. Oh, he isn't going to hit the barrier. That was a great save there from Tveit. And I thought he was a goner for sure. But the winner of the race is going to be William Levesque, continuing his wins. That's 3 wins in a row. Jesper Torborg did that earlier in the season as well, but the French-Canadian has been dominant here at one of his very favourite tracks. Bit of a bump in the back of his rear bumper there, but that has not hindered him at all. Jesper Torborg fought back through the field to take that second place, frustratingly, for William Levesque, because Torborg now just needs to finish 4th at Sydney Park, and he will take the Virtual V8 Supercars 2012 title, his 4th Touring Pro Series title. 3rd place, Eric Strani. Great result for him. That's his best result of the season so far. 4th place, Dave Villar. Fought through the field very well after a poor qualifying. 5th, BR. 6th was Asbury. And 7th, David Junt. 8th, Ross McGregor. 9th, Eric Tveit. And rounding out that top 10 was Adrian Holm, who dropped back in the final stages.
GamePod, the ultimate race rig for those serious about sim racing. Puts you in the driver's seat with all the controls at your fingertips. Be number 1 on the road, in the race, in the game. GamePod, the choice of champions.